you suddenly, after so much time in a dark room, you start to lose perspective. Very lonely time that you spend. So suddenly to take your film and expose it to a global audience for the first time in Cannes, it's very exciting, but it can be very traumatic too, and very anxiety in a way. So adrenaline, pure adrenaline, very intense experience. And I will never forget when we all arrived to the Miramar Cinema in La Croisette, one block from La Croisette. And suddenly, after 10 minutes, many people start walking out the film. Some of them were shouting, some of them, I think, were disturbed by it, bothered, annoyed. Another one, and I said, what's going on? And I didn't know how to interpret that. Not all maybe were not liking it. Some of them were making business and probably buying it, or some of them has to jump to another thing. That's the way it works, but I didn't understand nothing at that time. So I couldn't resist, and after 20 minutes I have to go out, The film was already made. And I went and I stared to the bay and the sea for almost 2 hours while the film was playing, and I remember I smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes. And after that, I remember that we have lunch with Bernardo Bertolucci, all the 7 directors that were competing. We were all invited by Bernardo Bertolucci, very generously organized by the Critics Week. Bernardo was the president of the Critics Week that year. So he invited us to lunch, and I expressed to him how intense my experience has just been, showing for the first time my first film to an audience. And so he just stared at me quietly. He just took a sip of his wine, and he said, Alejandro, I have a bad one for you. It will be worst every time from now on. And I think he was right. It was a very good and funny advice that he gave us, all of us. And I don't know, it was a great experience for me, sharing the time with these directors, hanging out, sharing experience. And after that, I think, fortunately, Amores Perros won. It got very good reception. I think it was very well received. And after that, it got invitations to many other festivals around the world. I think, I travel a lot with it, and the film keep traveling, and it got very well received around the world, fortunately, by the critics, by the audiences. And so, I will be always thankful for that, and fond memories will be from that. I learned a lot. And I just want to congratulate, the 50th anniversary of the Critics Week, which always has been a great place that loves cinema, filmmakers, enthusiasm for films that are not so obvious, films that really has something to offer, and bet on that. And I hope that the filmmakers that this special year are competing, they enjoy the experience, no matter if they win or not. But I hope that still Critics Weeks this year and for many other years keep being the place of supporting, encouraging directors to spit out their voice the first time with all their guts, and encourage that. And congratulations for that.